And once again, welcome everybody to watching and listening. We are playing Tarantula this time with Fortified Specialist, which means that these Tarantulas are bordering on 20,000 HP in round 1. Orange Man has his work cut out for himself. Yeah, my opponent has picked probably the best specialist you can get against the Tarantulas, and he has a pretty solid army, like Marksman and Sledge. And Orange Man, the elite marksman, on top of that, sounds pretty good to me. I just add some crawlers and hope for the best, although I am not that confident. Like, if this was Arclights, I would have been fine. But it's not Arclights. It is the feared and dreaded marksman. No assault marksman, so not really aggro as a worry on my mind here. I decided to put them in somewhat the same position that I put vertical sledges in. And we'll see how good or bad this goes in round 1. Now, my opponent for round 1 has a very good amount of DPS in all of these marksmen. And that is about the only thing that can really kill me here. He also has enough chaff clear, and he was able to buy the same chaff that I have, so yeah. Overall, chaff trades out pretty evenly, but you can super easily see that Orange Man is just taking the win here. On this side, battle goes pretty evenly. I actually get to keep my marksman. Well, not for long. It can't beat Orange Man unless something really insanely weird happens. Like, he would have had to get that tower and then proceed to kill Orange Man and then proceed to kill the other marksman and then proceed to kill the sledges. It's a sequence that can happen, but is not likely in this scenario. The opponent simply won too fast. And we have extra damage, and I think if he puts that on this level 3 marksman, it's going to skyrocket, but I don't know if he does. Personally, I think that nothing but chaff is going to help me here, so I decide to just put some extra chaff down and see what good can come of it. My opponent decides to go for Mustangs, and yeah, I think he... Yeah, okay, it didn't show yet. He put it on these level 1 Mustangs. Honestly, I'm not sure I'm a big fan of that, but I guess whatever works. He also adds another pack of crawlers. I guess he couldn't have afforded to pick level 2 Mustangs. Honestly, I think I would have been fine with throwing that on the marksman here. No matter what comes out, Orange Man with damage is just insane. And it's not like he has no justification to use this at all. Then again, these Mustangs, if they can scale, they will scale to the moon. I have a crazy Mustang game coming up later on. That's gonna be a blast. So far, things are going pretty well. But the Tarantula is now under fire, and it's not going to last long against Orange Man. Meanwhile, here the Mustangs, although more expensive chaff, they are chaff. And they can absolutely deal with my army. Round number 3, one of my marksmen leveled. We have Phoenixes on level 3. We have a Scorpion here. And we have Fortress. I decided to drop the Scorpion because if you have a chaff clear unit and then you add Scorpions to that, that should be able to break through these sledges. My opponent, however, does the same thing. Well, it's more damage against my Tarantulas, and right now they are somewhat the core of my army. I decided to just drop some more. It's time to experiment. And if I'm losing MMR, might as well try something else. A lot of Tarantulas with range have come out, and they actually do outrange the Scorpion. I also put my damage on this one so it can help clear these sledges faster. It is very likely to level in the next round, simply because, well, it will kill more sledges, and it can absolutely win the fight on this side if it doesn't get killed too quickly. I have a decent amount of chaff, and my opponent still doesn't have that amazing chaff clear. Like these Mustangs, they are Mustangs, but they're level 1 Mustangs without range and splash. And without 50% extra damage. Well, at least 10% extra damage is what they get this time. I also have one blue man. And we'll see what happens now. So, the Tarantulas are firing, and they're definitely good at chaff clearing like this. They can clear that chaff, but unfortunately there really isn't much chaff left for me. This Tarantula is super close to leveling. Will it get a level? Probably not. Unless that thing dies. And even then, I worry it will not. That said, you can definitely see the impact here. Unfortunately, Orange Man fired first, and that means he gets to live on like 5% HP. But Tarantula didn't level, so it's really not going my way. Both of us pick even more damage. I guess he's gonna put it on these Mustangs. If the game goes on for any longer, he can go for some really crazy Mustang Scorpion with marksman support. He does, however, decide to drop some additional sledges. And he has an upgrade on the sledges that I think very few people have. It's called damage sharing. I think at least he hits it this round. Like, hit damage sharing, hit that marksman level, you're gonna be set, basically. Yeah. There's probably very little that I could do to win this round. I decide that I need more damage, so I add some more marksmen. Now at least I have a decent backbone army, and this marksman blue with improved firepower, it is doing more damage than Orange Man here. Orange Man, I'm pretty surprised, hasn't leveled in 4 rounds, but I guess they don't give that much XP at level 1. They are super close to leveling, so they will probably level just off the crawlers, yeah. These Tarantulas do have a decent level, but look at how long they are stuck on stuck on these sledges. I mean, the marksmen do some really good damage, but this is... I'm just getting pushed by HP. The upgrade means that the sledges have 120% the normal amount of health, and, well... I think this is officially where I call GG. Because I don't see how I'm getting out of this. Well, subsidized marksman, I guess, is one strategy. Just go for so much DPS that the opponent can't survive it with these sledges and they all explode instantly. Also, these Mustangs haven't yet leveled. They are also like, what is this? 2 crawlers off of leveling? He goes for steel ball production. I'm not sure if that is all that amazing. Anyway, I'm thinking real hard what to do. I committed into the marksmen and I committed into the tarantulas and nothing works. So I guess it's time to commit harder. We're going for mech rage and finally I have a level on this. And can actually do some DPS. It's doing 2k DPS at 0.4 rate of fire. Yeah, should be working nicely. My opponent still doesn't have the most insane chaff clear. It's only sledges and some of these other units. I guess he's trying to finish me off with replicate and leveled crawlers, at least on that pack. Though now I have mech rage and range on the tarantulas. We'll see if that does any amount of good. Well, at least chaff is being cleared at a very good rate. Once again, these sledges are in the way, but that tarantula is now doing a decent amount of DPS, so it can kill all of these sledges in a reasonable time frame. These tarantulas are still stuck and will not clear chaff in any way, shape or form. However, now finally the sledges have been destroyed. There's a heavy crawler infestation on my side of the board. You can see that the DPS is mounting, but at the same time, like, oof, Scorpion hit big. Can I at least kill that Scorpion? Nope, it just one-shots both of the marksmen.